Hi, my friends. How are y'all doing? Are you in a TGIF situation? When, I don't know, I never know what day it is from one day to the other unless I consult a calendar. Because, it's not the life of being retired slash disabled, they call me now, although I don't feel very disabled. I feel like I have a brand new life. First, because of being reborn in the Lord, and second, because of being reborn in the operating room with a new lung. But that's what they call me, is disabled. But this year I turned 65, so I guess I get to change my label to retired. Anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know that I'm home. I feel great. I'm doing really well. I had one day of sleep all day recovery yesterday, and then this morning I woke up at 7:38 and felt great. Did my morning routine. Now I'm just hanging out. The only thing wrong with my day is I can't get control of my hair, so I'm probably see. I have an alfalfa thing there in the back. And for those of you who are old enough to remember Spanky in our gang, that Alfalfa had this thing that stood right up in the back of his head. Anyway, what did I want to tell you? Oh, yeah. I am feeling well. I look tired today and I have my chubby prednisone face going on, but that doesn't affect how I feel. I feel fantastic. And I'm happy to be home. I'm always happy to be home. I'm such a homebody that way. But I also love traveling, and I'm also grateful to have been in the hospital and had that CMV virus kicked down to something that I can handle and don't feel wiped out all the time. And I'm just hardly headaches anymore and not much nausea. And when I do, I'm on a new medication that I can take a pill and the nausea goes away and it stays away for 6 hours. And that's mostly the nausea itself, I think, is mostly medication induced. But there was a little bit of it that had to do with having that high virus load too. But now that whatever contribution that was making, it's now not making because it's not that high anymore. I went up as high as 5,000 and now I'm down in the low 100s, the low hundreds. Somewhere, but I'm running right now somewhere between 2 and 400, which is much better than 5,000. And I just stay on the antiviral regimen, and hopefully it will continue to go down. And I would love it if it went dormant again. That would be the ideal, but I don't know if it's going to do that or not. Anyway, so that's the scoop on the being ill situation. I feel less ill than I have in a long time. I have more energy. Yeah, life is good. God is good. I can't complain. He's been so good to me. One of the things that is coming up soon is I am starting to plan my trip cross country. And there are going to be a lot of details involved in that. And I don't know yet exactly when it's going to start or exactly when it's going to end. I can't know that until I have an idea of who would like to have me stop by or meet me somewhere, or to have coffee, to have a meal, to just chat for a while. This is my chance to come and personally thank all of you, or as many of you as I can, for all of your support and your prayers and for being such faithful friends. I mean, there are probably about half of you that were friends of mine on Facebook before I even got ill. And and you've stuck with me through all of these years. When I first got ill was in 2012. So for 10 years now or more, a lot of you have been my Facebook friends, and many of you are, of course, relatives and brick and mortar friends who I've met before and knew long before Facebook. And some of you are relatively recent, coming on board at various times during my lung transplant journey. And I cherish you all, and anyone who wants to meet up, I would like to be able to do so. So what it is now is it's time for you to private email me if you'd like at ceware.com, or send me messages in Messenger. I know many people don't use Messenger, but I don't know how else to get messages from people. If you will message me your phone number, I'll conduct the rest of it by text, or I'll give you a call. So whatever you would like to do, email me or write to me in Messenger with your phone number, and then we'll go to text. But if you're interested in a visit sometime, I'm going to say roughly between June and August. I may get started in May, I don't know. But if you are interested in a visit or a stop at the nearest highway exit that has a restaurant, or whatever you want in terms of getting a chance to meet you and thank you, then you let me know. And it would be helpful to have addresses so that I can map it all out and see how long it's going to take and get some kind of timeline in place for where and when for everybody who would like to meet up. My friend Christopher Buckley calls this pulling people out of the matrix. I want to pull you out of the Facebook matrix and get a chance to talk to you and thank you in person. So if you're up for that, let's do it. And depending on who I hear from and what their availability is, I could get on the road as early as the end of April, and I could be on the road into September. I'm just going to be really flexible. And for my peeps in Maine, if my cross-country road trip is not timed to have me there in September or July, then what I will do is I'll be flying to you guys for those two important dates. July for my great aunt Dottie's 100th birthday celebration, even though her 100th birthday won't be until next January. We're going to celebrate it in the middle of the summer just because, you get better attendance that way. And, who cares about actual dates? She'll be close enough. She'll be more than halfway from 99 to 100. So I just think that's fabulous. My cousin Bev is planning that whole deal, I think, and she's really good at that kind of thing. So anyway, I have family dates in July, and then I'm still on track for going to Maine for possibly hiking Mount Katahdin in September, even though I've had quite a setback between October and January. It's okay. I'm going to get right back on the stick, and hopefully I'm going to definitely go there. And if I can't hike, then that's okay. I'll be there. And a bunch of Appalachian Trail hikers are going to be there, and a bunch of really close friends are going to be there. And we've already had one group of people that I've known since college and used to actually be roommates with, are going to be coming. They've already signed up, and they're on the books in pencil because, you know, everything is in pencil, unfortunately, or fortunately. It keeps us on our toes, doesn't it? It keeps us flexible, and it keeps us relying on the Lord for His direction. But again, our saying, Circuit Rider and I, when we were going through the transplant thing down in LA, it was, we don't write anything in the calendar on pen until it's already happened, because that was that journey was entirely living by faith and not by sight. We just had to wait for the Lord to show us what and when and where, and lots of times it was His timing and not ours. So this whole thing, please understand, as in anything in life, it'll be up to the Lord to pull all the details together and make it happen. And if He doesn't want it to happen, then I want what He wants. So anyway, touch base with me. Let's get the planning going, because spring is coming. And I can't wait to see you guys. And any of you Appalachian Trail hikers out there who started following White House Landing, my brother's camp up near Katahdin, has basically unlimited camping space. We can't handle the size of a Woodstock crowd, but I bet he could handle 100 campers up there. Not campers like vehicle campers, but hikers in tents. So if you're willing to rough it, and there is also limited cabin space available. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 cabins and a bunkhouse that sleeps like 12, I think. My brother can chime in if I'm wrong. Anyway, so it's not the hugest place on earth, but it's 7 acres, and right on Pemminucook Lake, where Namacanta Stream flows in. And so any hikers, any friends, anybody who has an interest in being there, we're thinking that it's going to be, hiking day will be September 22nd. But again, that depends on the Lord and Mount Katahdin and the weather and all kinds of things, because there are times that in mid-September there's already snow on the mountain and it's closed to normal hikers. You have to go through a bunch of hoops and get ice hiking permits and all that kind of stuff. And I can tell you that if there's snow on that mountain, I won't be going. I'm such a baby now, having lived in Oregon for 7 years, where it hardly, I mean, I can count the days that it's gone below 30 on one hand. So anyway, that's the scoop. I don't want to go on and cover the same territory. Just let me know what you'd like to do, and if you'd like to meet up, and we'll get on the calendar in pencil anyway. Okay? I love you guys. Things are going great. Better all the time. And all of that nonsense with the CMV, my lung function not only didn't decrease, but I had the best spirometry I ever had since my transplant when I was in LA. So my new lung, which I love very much. I love my lung, and it's in there enjoying itself and doing the job I need it to do. So I'm really blessed. 2 times. I've been given a second life 2 times. Once when the Lord saved me in 2007, and another second life when He saved me again by giving me a new lung. So you're looking at one happy camper. I wish everybody that kind of joy. And if you don't have it, all I can do is recommend that you look into Jesus and find out, because I will guarantee you If you have not accepted the Lord and asked for his help and gotten help with understanding the Bible, you don't know Jesus at all. Many, many people say they believe in God, but if you don't know Jesus, then you don't know God, because they are the same, all part of the Trinity. Anyway, I don't want to get preachy or lectury. I only talk about this stuff so much because it's in my heart and I can't contain it because it causes me so much joy. And my fondest wish is that every single one of you would have the same joy. So, you know, we are sensitive enough, all of us, to know that there's a hole in our heart if we don't have Jesus. And we might deny it, we might resist it. Believe me, I came into it kicking and screaming at the age of 50. And I still didn't particularly want it. And when I finally embraced it, oh my heavens, the world that the Lord opened up to me, every single one of Jesus' disciples was faithful to him and believed him and followed him and witnessed for him until the world killed them too. And I mean, crucified them upside down, chopped their heads off, just extreme persecution and finally death for every single one of the 12, and none of them ever wavered. And they were the ones that actually saw Jesus face to face, lived his life with him for 3 years, and kept it going ever since through the people that they converted and taught and the things that they wrote down. And I'm sorry, to me, it takes more faith. It's harder to not believe than it is to believe for me. I look at what I see in the Bible and what those people lived out and their dedication and the fact that they were willing to die such gruesome deaths and suffer so much. To me, that says, in addition to the fact that I have met the Lord myself, but just their testimony, just their witness would have convinced me. Because I don't think you do that long term. Most of them were middle-aged or younger when they were with Jesus. And John, they believe, died in his 90s. And so that's long-term faith. So the guy had to have something really good about him, because till this day, people will die rather than say they don't believe him. I would die rather than say I don't believe in him. And more than believe in him, love him. Love him more than I've ever, I never knew love, what it was, or how to really do it until I was born again. So I guess I did get all preachy, didn't I? But like I said, I open my heart and that just pours out. So can't help myself. Not going to apologize. Alrighty. Love you guys. And let's all get together this summer. Let me know. All right? I'm starting to make a list. We'll talk to you later. Bye.